Welcome to Animal Nonsense. I'm Jess.
I'm David. On the last episode, I referred to a giraffe having a tongue that was 20 feet long.
Yes, which I questioned at the time as being very ridiculous, but you were absolutely certain.
And it is not 20 feet long. As you pointed out to me, it's 20 inches long. Now,
I mean, still a heck of a long tongue.
It's certainly not 20 feet. And I do need to take sole responsibility and really 100% exonerate you, because you were not convinced of this when I raised it when we were recording. I've unearthed the original unedited recording of this moment. On hearing my fact, how many times in 45 seconds do you think you raised your doubts?
5.
7.
7? Gosh, okay.
I have put a ding every time you object. So I'd like you to listen to the recording now.
So it's their lips that grab the leaves and their tongue.
A 20-foot long tongue.
20 foot? That can't be real.
To grab leaves and twigs.
20 foot? That's like the length of the giraffe.
It's very long. I guess it is probably the neck.
It's like a go-go gadget. 20 foot? I don't believe you. 20 foot?
20 foot is quite long.
Are you sure? Have you fact-checked yourself?
They use their lips and 20-foot long tongues to grab leaves and twigs, and only use their back teeth for grinding.
Yeah.
Front teeth would be an obstacle to the tongue to navigate around, and
foot,
would restrict their...
Well, I rest my case. 20 foot is ridiculous. 20 foot is the length of the entire giraffe. It's the length of a shipping container. Look, even Molly agrees 20 foot is ridiculous.
I really got that wrong. And so I really would like to apologise, exonerate you, because no one can say you didn't mention it.
At least your mistake was a wildly obvious mistake. To me anyway, apparently.
Not to me, I had no idea.
Not to you.
On the podcast, we have referred to Blue Peter. Now, over the weekend, I met Valerie Singleton and Peter Purvis. Now, they hosted Blue Peter in the 1960s and 1970s. Okay. There had been women on TV before Valerie Singleton, but they were rather removed. They weren't really allowed to roll up their sleeves and get involved. Valerie Singleton was the first one who did everything. A really active protagonist. She drove powerboats, she went on zip wires, hot air balloons, explored other countries around the world. And Peter Purvis and John Noakes sadly passed away, so I didn't get to meet him, but were openly working class on the BBC in the 1960s when that really wasn't allowed. And so Blue Peter is a big right. As much as I really enjoyed Blue Peter, I would like to raise something that my dad said once. So a long time ago, we were watching TV, and it was one of those outrageous moments of the 1960s. And there's a famous clip of John Noakes, who's a Blue Peter presenter, who went up Nelson's column, and he had no harness, no helmet, just ladders up to the top of Nelson's column.
That makes me wince.
And it cuts to Valerie Singleton on this little documentary program, but she's now commenting on it. Oh, yes, she goes, there wasn't really... John Noakes didn't really follow much health and safety in those days. And my dad went, oh, she can talk. I remember her taking a lion to the shops. And I went, What?
Was this a fully grown lion?
A real lion. And they go out of the zoo, no handler, no vet. If you were running this piece, where would be the most inappropriate place to walk a lion, the most fraught with danger?
Most fraught with it, somewhere with lots of people, animals.
How about a children's park?
Oh my God.
Right, so now you've got...
Oh my God.
The kids are on a roundabout about as far away from the lion as you are to me now. All right, so now she goes, I'm going to take a real lion into a shop.
I mean, did she okay this with the shopkeeper before? Did she just turn up with it?
Do you mind if I bring a lion into your shop? The shop owner hardly looks up and goes, oh, not at all. The lion bites another customer. Not really with full force.
But still even a gentle bite with a lion.
And the customer just kind of lifts their legs up a bit and sort of moves off. There's really the most frightening part of this. So she decides it would be a good idea to kiss the lion on the mouth. The lion swipes up with his right paw. And a lion's paw swipe can have 1,000 psi of pressure. That's pound per square inch. One swipe could crush a human skull. And her head moves out the way just in time.
Also, the claws, basically like a baseball bat covered in nails, isn't it, going towards your face and your eyes? Who thought this was a good idea?
So imagine her receiving her schedule on the Monday morning. Right, on Monday you'll do a drawing of a duck. On Thursday we'll make a model of a locomotive out of paper mache. On Friday you'll walk a line. What? Now, I do want to point out Blue Peter has done an enormous amount of good for animals. Yes. And this is a really odd episode. We're dealing with rights and wrongs. There is a popular programme on TV called Judge Judy. It's called The People's Court because they deal with human beings. And I thought it would be really fun to do Judge Jess.
Okay.
And we could do the animal court.
Okay.
All rise, Judge Jess is in session. We are now judging the case of the bullfrog versus the sparrow. Now, I'm now going to become the sparrow and you're going to interview me about what happened. All right, well, I've come here today, Judge Jess, because I was resting on a lily pad minding my own business and the bullfrog ate me. And I think I require some sort of compensation or at the very least an apology.
I would say that a lily pad seems more to be on the frog's turf than a sparrow's turf. So I would say you were in the frog's territory, probably.
Well, I'm the bullfrog. May I speak, Judge?
Yes.
Right, now, me as a bullfrog, I agree with you. The sparrow's got the birds, he's got the sky. I don't have those territories.
It's got a tree. If it was something in the tree that had eaten the sparrow, I'd be more sympathetic. But a lily pad does seem to be a frog's turf.
No, you're exactly right. Now, if me as a sparrow, if I could just object then I think it's unfair and I feel picked on because the bullfrog is 20 times my size. Right, and the bullfrog, can I come back in, Judge?
Yes.
The sparrow's really annoying. It makes a really horrible call. And my method of eating it was it rested on a lily pad and I just let it do its thing for as long as I was able to bear it. And then I just sucked in the water that the lily pad was on, which drew the lily pad towards me. And I swallowed the sparrow whole. And the noise stopped. You must have been annoyed by noises at some point.
Well, I will say I find noises incredibly annoying. I just goes through my brain. But I would say to the bullfrog, did you eat the sparrow because you were hungry, because you needed to, or did you eat it purely out of frustration?
I probably could have eaten something else.
In which case, I would say that it is an overtly harsh punishment for the sparrow being annoying, and you maybe need some anger management therapy.
So you are ruling in favour of the sparrow?
I think I am, yeah.
All right.
Disproportionate force.
All right, ding ding, next case. The otter versus the alligator.
Oh, okay.
Now, the alligator also wants to countersue for loss of reputation.
Okay. Well, because it got taken down by...
Right, well, this is me as the alligator. I was out there doing my alligator thing. And Furry comes over and brings his mates all of a sudden I'm overtaken and they finish me off.
Yeah.
They're people think otters are cute and furry.
Gang violence.
I am the otter, if I could say something for a moment.
Yes.
I am actually cute and furry.
You are.
But now I'm me as the alligator. I can't show my face at the alligator clubs anymore. It's really embarrassing. I was taken down by these little furry things. And for loss of reputation, I would like to sue. What's your ruling, Judge?
Well, I would say a lack of provocation. As the alligator, did you provoke the otter attack?
I might have done, but I'm a big snappy guy.
You're a big snappy guy. Well, I would say if you provoked the attack, then they're very entitled to defend themselves. But if it's an unprovoked attack on you and it's multiple otters against one alligator, then it seems a bit unreasonable.
I didn't realise there were so many of them.
Yeah.
I'm the otter. I would have lost if it was just me. It's not my fault Snappy came into our area and I needed to call my mates for reinforcement. Really, it was protection. So I think you've got a hard job on your hand, Judge.
This is fair. Oh, gosh. Who would I mean... If the alligator provoked the attack, then I'm going to rule in favour of the otters because you've got to do what you've got to do. And the alligator is much more stronger and powerful. And look, I'm sorry if you've lost your reputation over this matter, but you shouldn't have been there. Find a new pond.
We have one last case.
Okay.
Just to try. We have the male octopus versus the female octopus. The male octopus is alleging the female octopus was aggressive and threw rocks at him. The female octopus has her own story to tell. Right, now, me as the male octopus. In the modern era, a man must do a bit more of what was expected of him in years gone by.
Yeah.
I was trying to build a home, and my female octopus counterpart was not happy with me.
Okay.
Right, now, I'm the female octopus. Like most female octopus, regardless of what society says, I'm the one who does everything. And I am responsible for building the home, not because I want to, but because the man is not good enough to do it.
She needs to do it right.
He was building a home out of silt. Is not strong enough to build a home around here.
No.
You need rocks and shell remnants to firm it up. And I look over and I see him fooling around in silt, trying to make a home. And I thought, look at this guy, he's a real numbnuts.
Yeah.
And so I threw a rock over. Make your home, use the rock. And the male octopus, that's not right, Judge. Female octopus, all right, I aimed it at his head. But he was annoying me at this point. If he builds a bad home, even if my home's okay, it will attract predators to the region if his home is weak.
True.
And I do not want that. The better your home is, the less chance there is of that. And, Judge, I know you will relate. I hope you don't mind me being familiar with you. But after a whole day of him being useless, he puts a romantic move on me. And after a whole day of him being a moron, that's the last thing I want. And I got another rock and I threw it at his head. Just to keep him in order. I would really love your ruling on this, Judge.
Consent is consent, and if the lady's not feeling it, then she has every right to deter the male octopus.
You have cleared out of one charge of rock throwing.
Yeah.
The original charge of just throwing it at his head for building a bad house.
For just being hopeless.
How reasonable is that?
Look, I'm going to side with the female here. It sounds like the male octopus was just being incredibly incompetent and also overstepping the boundaries.
Animals Court is over. Thank you, Judge Jess. We respect every listener of Animal Nonsense.
Yes.
And it's really moved me that people in so many countries are listening to us. United Kingdom, United States, Austria, China, Vietnam, Hong Kong, Germany, Sweden, Malta, Brazil, France, Algeria, Singapore, Syria, Ireland, Bangladesh, Pakistan, United Arab Emirates, Iraq, Colombia, Mexico, Senegal, Ecuador, Costa Rica, Morocco, Argentina, and Kazakhstan.
Wow.
That's
amazing.
That really special. Now, I've written a little poem about this.
Okay.
And I wondered if you might read it out.
Oh, okay.
This is about how our ratings are recorded.
We really enjoy recording Animal Nonsense, and we hope that you enjoy it too. But one thing we must bring up is the ratings only recognise the humans in the room, and animals might have heard us. Is there one right there with you? Are you listening in your kitchen and your dog is in the room? Are you a farmer doing milking and heard us as 12 cows mooed? Has one mouse under your floorboard heard our most recent podcast? Have you not been listening very carefully? Has a pigeon around you laughed? Have you not noticed when you heard us, your ostrich's head was removed from the ground and your elephant might remember every episode we put out? But no one from the ratings office records them, and that's not on. They are really important. It is them who we speak of. If you have not heard our most recent episode, Human, put it on real quick. You might have a regular listener animal wanting to get their fix of real animal nonsense. Oh, we record it for a laugh. The ratings do not recognise the animals, but we hope that they love us.
Really
That's
nice. Thank you very
lovely.
much.
Well done.
You've been listening to Animal Nonsense. We have a good news roundup.
Scientists have developed a new bamboo bioplastic that outperforms traditional plastic and can biodegrade in just 50 days. Indonesia becomes the first Asian country to ban elephant rides. The rate of global deforestation is now slowing. A pioneering new gene therapy has shown promising results in trials demonstrating a 75% slowing of Huntington's disease progression 3 years post-treatment. This one-time surgical procedure delivers genetic material directly into the brain to reduce the toxic protein responsible for the disease, offering new hope for altering the disease's course. And finally, Poland, once the largest fur-producing country in Europe, has banned fur farming.
You've been listening to Animal Nonsense.